In the words of Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. A pleasant morning to all gathered here. I, Lydia Vandana, Assistant Professor from the PG Department of Biochemistry.
And I, Sandesh D'Souza, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce.
Stand before you with intense felicity to welcome you all to the most awaited 7th Annual Convocation Ceremony of St. Philomena's College, Autonomous, Mysore. Convocation is an extremely awaiting and exciting day of any student life. It returns the efforts put throughout the academic endeavor. It gives a sense of achievement and a sense of responsibility towards fulfilling further commitments, encouraging to build a successful career.
Now, I hand over to Professor Cecilia D'Souza, Associate Professor of Zoology, to brief a set of rules to the graduates.
I request the graduates and all gathered here to kindly rise and welcome the honorable dignitaries. We have the academic procession led by Mr. R. Bretto Dominic Ryan, Controller of Examinations, Deans of various streams, Ms. Shobana Thomas, Dean of Science,
Dr. Reena Francis, Dean of Commerce,
Mr. Sadeh Bose, Dean of Languages,
Dr. Noor Mubashir, CA, Dean of PG,
Mr. Nagarajaras, Academic Coordinator,
Professor Othbert Pinto, PG Director,
Dr. Alphonsus D'Souza, Principal,
Reverend Dr. Bernard Prakash Parnis, Rector, St. Philomena's Educational Institutions, Monsignor C. Rayappa, Vicar General,
Reverend Father Vijay Kumar, Secretary, Mysore Diocesan Educational Society,
Padma Shri Dr. C.N. Manjunath, Director, Shri Jayadeva Institute for Cardiovascular Science and Research, Bangalore,
Professor N. Hemant Kumar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Mysore.
Most Reverend Dr. K.A. William, Bishop of Mysore, Chairman of Mysore Diocesan Educational Society.
We also have a Mr. Reverend Father Maria Xavier, Vice Rector, Reverend Father John Paul, Campus Administrator, Reverend Father Junior Vincent, St. Philomena's Educational Institutions.
Mr. Vidyadhar Sanjay Nair, Vice Principal, Mr. Ronald Prakash Kutino, IKSC Coordinator. The silence is a remark upon the voices lost from making sound in the campus ever again. We call to mind all our beloved fellow members who have fallen asleep in the arms of Almighty, who have worked with us, shared marvelous memories, and touched so many hearts with warmth of their smile, whose loss is irreplaceable. Let us observe a minute of silence at this moment and pray to the Almighty to grant peace to the departed souls. Thank you. May I request all of you to remain standing for the college anthem, followed by prayer service and lighting of the lamp.
Philomena's we sing, Philomena's we are. As Philomena's we sing, Philomena's we are. Hailing from within countries so far, as Philomena's we stand. Our hearts are high with pride, as Philomena's we sing, as Philomena's we sing. Abundantly, blessed by the Almighty God above, guide us in science beyond, spreading knowledge with love. The ocean of wisdom, let it tribute breeze, round the world, round the world. The prudent ethics, our motto is unfurled. The prudent ethics, our motto is unfurled. Just too near, classroom walls will not conform, but to live a mountain to benefit all mankind. We do learn for joy, we learn for life. All that comes on our way to bring us fine and someone's face each and every day. As Philomena's we sing, as Philomena's we sing.
A reading from the Holy Bhagavad Gita. Learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him with reverence and render service unto him. Such an enlightened saint can impart knowledge unto you, because he has seen the truth.
A reading from the Holy Quran. There is no God but He. That is the witness of Allah. His angels and those endued with knowledge, standing firm on justice. There is no God but He, the exalted in power, the wise.
A reading from the Holy Bible. Get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget my words or turn away from them. Do not forsake wisdom, and she will protect you. Love her, and she will watch over you. She will give you a garland to grace your head and present you with a glorious crown.
Thank you, choir, led by Father Julian, Mr. Joel, choir master, for helping us to feel the presence of God. Kindly take your seats. Now, I hand over to Professor Cecilia D'Souza, Associate Professor of Zoology, to brief a set of rules to the graduates.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Dear graduates, I stand before you to give a few instructions for the smooth and solemn conduct of the 7th convocation of our college. The graduates are expected to maintain utmost dignity during the convocation ceremony. We have arranged official photographers. Hence, mobile phones and private cameras will not be entertained. The high-resolution photographs can be collected from the official photographers. The graduates should follow the protocol strictly. The following instances warrant the graduates to stand up during the administration of the oath, during the singing of the national anthem, during the exit of the academic procession. Please pay attention. Since we are celebrating the Platinum Jubilee of our college, the college is releasing a souvenir to commemorate the event. Therefore, we are requesting you to contribute your articles, and the articles may be forwarded through the email ID souvenir@stphilos.ac.in. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Small cheer and great welcome makes any ceremony a light. To give a red carpet welcome to everyone assembled here, may I take the pleasure of requesting our beloved principal, Dr. Alphonsus D'Souza, St. Philomena's College, to welcome the gathering.
Bright morning to one and all. True hospitality is marked by an open response to the dignity of each and every person, says Henry Norman. Respected dignitaries, special invitees, esteemed colleagues in the profession, and my dear students. Let us raise our grateful hearts to God Almighty for bringing us together on this unique day. Standing before this eminent gathering, I am reminded of the words of Rabindranath Tagore. The highest education is that which doesn't merely give us information, but makes our life in harmony with all existence. It is a great privilege and honor to welcome every one of you to the 7th Convocation of St. Philomena's Autonomous College, Mysore. We are blessed with the graceful and inspiring presence of His Excellency, Most Reverend Dr. K. William, Bishop of Mysore and Chairperson of Mysore Diocesan Education Society, who stands as an inspiring soul to all of us. With an affable greetings, a hearty welcome to you, Your Lordship. Now I request Reverend Dr. Bernard Prakash Barnis to extend a floral welcome to our Bishop. Thank you, Father. We have the graceful presence of Professor J. Hemant Kumar, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of University of Mysore. Your presence is always a pleasure to us, sir. Warm welcome to you. It's my pleasure to welcome Padma Shri, Dr. C. N. Manjunath, Director of Sri Jayadeva Institute of Cardiovascular Sciences and Research, Bangalore, the chief guest of today's graceful event. Welcome to you, dear sir. Adjoining to that, we have Monsignor C. Rayappa, Vicar General, Diocese of Mysore, with us. It is an honor to have you with us today. Cordial welcome to you, dear Father. I extend a pleasing welcome to Reverend Father Vijay Kumar, the Secretary, Mysore Diocesan Education Society. Hearty welcome to you, dear Father. It is always a lovely feel to have Reverend Father Dr. Bernard Prakash Barnis, Rector of St. Philomena's institutions, who take intense significance in the well-being of the college. Dear Father, I extend my solicitude welcome to you. We have Mr. Reverend Maria Xavier, Vice Rector of the college, Reverend Father John Paul, Campus Administrator, Reverend Father Julian Vincent. Hearty welcome to you on this occasion, dear fathers. We have Professor Vidyadhar Sanjay Nair, Vice Principal, Professor R. Brito Dominic Ryan, Controller of Examinations, Professor Nagarajaras, Academic Coordinator, and Mr. Prakash Kutin, IKC Coordinator. A hearty welcome to you all. I welcome Professor Albert Pinto, PG Director, to this occasion. A warm welcome to you, sir. We also have amidst us various deans of departments, Mrs. Shobana Thomas, Dean of Science, Mrs. Sujata Devi, Dean of Arts, Dr. Reena Francis, Dean of Commerce, Mr. Sadeh Bose, Dean of Languages, and Dr. Noor Mubashir, Dean of Postgraduate Section, I extend my welcome to you all. I am happy to extend my hearty welcome to former principals of our college, Professor Krishna Gowda and Dr. Ruth Chandkumari. Welcome to you, sir and madam. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all special invitees, Reverend Fathers, Reverend Sisters, guests, parents, and media persons to this function. My hearty welcome to Dr. Shankar and Dr. Pandu, Sri Jayadeva Institute of Medical Sciences. Welcome you, sirs. My cordial welcome to all the members of teaching and non-teaching staff of our college. With all the eminent personalities, it's always marvelous to have our dear students to this graceful occasion. Welcome you all for this beautiful function. Once again, a graceful welcome to each and every one of you gathered here. It is indeed a pleasure to have you amidst us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of welcome. Hearty welcome to you too, sir. I now invite Reverend Dr. Bernard Prakash Barnes, Rector, St. Philomena's Educational Institutions, to request His Excellency, Most Reverend Dr. K. A. William, Bishop of Mysore and Chairman of Mysore Diocesan Educational Society, to declare the opening of the convocation ceremony.
His Excellency, Most Reverend Dr. K. A. William, I request you to declare open the convocation.
I declare open the convocation. This convocation of St. Philomena's College has been called to confer the degrees to the candidates who have passed their respective examinations and have been certified to be worthy of the same. Let the candidates be presented.
Thank you, Your Excellency and dear Father. We deem it our privilege to introduce our distinguished guest, Professor G. Hemant Kumar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Mysore. I call upon Ms. Soumya Shri, Assistant Professor, Department of Economics, to introduce our esteemed guest.
A pleasant morning to one and all. His Excellency, Most Reverend Dr. K. A. William, Bishop, Diocese of Mysore and President, Mysore Diocesan Educational Society, and respected dignitaries on the dais. I feel privileged to introduce Professor G. Hemant Kumar, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Mysore. Professor G. Hemant Kumar was born in Karnataka, Mysore on May 21st, 1959. He did his BSc in 1980, MSc in 1989, PhD in 1997. He received his doctorate degree in computer science under the Faculty of Science and Technology from the University of Mysore. Professor G. Hemant Kumar has published more than 336 research papers, presented more than 150 research papers in national and international conferences. He has more than 1,442 scientific citations and H Index 21 for his research contributions till date. He has been a member of scientific societies like Indian Society for Technology Education and Computer Society of India with life membership. He has conducted several workshops, national and international conferences. He has won national awards for his contribution in the field of science and technology. used to be serve as governing council member and academic council member in different colleges in Mysore and has played a vital role in upholding higher standard of performance in these esteemed institutions. Currently, Professor G. Hemant Kumar is the Vice Chancellor of Mysore. Dear sir, we are privileged to have your gracious presence on the occasion of 7th Convocation of St. Philomena's Autonomous College. I now invite you to address the gathering, sir. Over to you, sir.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Very good morning to you all. Respected His Excellency, Most Reverend Dr. K. William, Bishop of Mysore, Padma Shri Dr. C.N. Manjunath, Director, Shri Jayadeva Institute of Cardiovascular Sciences and Research, Bengaluru, Principal, distinguished faculty members, guests and persons of the media, and most important of all is graduating students and their parents. I am happy to address the 7th Convocation as famed St. Philomena's College today. We cannot proceed any further without recalling the history of St. Philomena College. It is a jewel among the educational institutions, not only in Mysore but also in whole Karnataka. Therefore, at the outset, I congratulate all the graduates who are receiving the degree on this auspicious occasion. I also acknowledge the dedicated services of the teachers, mentors, parents, and the spiritual guides of this institution. I said we have to recall the history of the college in order to obtain the perspective of the service done through the decades. The college came to existence in October 1946, a year before the independence. Therefore, the founding fathers had thought the wonderful motto that is, may your love grow richer in the knowledge. This has an echo with our university motto that is, nahi jnanina sadrusham, meaning there is nothing equal to knowledge. So when you compare both the mottos, we find knowledge is common in both of them. Our culture has given due emphasis on knowledge. The pursuit of the knowledge is accorded the highest priority in our tradition. As I am aware that we are living in the information age, where the information appears to be all and all. As students, we must realize that information is only the first requirement. As a computer scientist, I am tempted to project the information as a very significant one. But as I grow old, they acquire the newer perspectives of the world around me. I became aware these are the other things which we claim our attention with equal authority. Therefore, we have evolved the mechanism to transform the information into knowledge. The process of transformation does not end there. It continues further. Knowledge reaches the realm of wisdom to find the fulfillment. Since all of you are young, you may not care too much about these 3 stages of evolution. But once you attain the maturity, you will be banker after the wisdom. The challenges before you are many and complex. After obtaining a degree, some of you may be constrained to find a job because of your family problems, and other might may free pursued their higher degrees. Actually, my sincere advice to all of those who can afford that you can continue your studies. The more you learn, the better it is better for you. Knowledge is vast. It cannot be satisfied with a little bit of this and that. You must go the whole hog of, as you say, half-hearted approach is to learning does not fetch anything. Please make it point to realize your full potential. I know now it is difficult to pursue the higher education degree is not because of you are not able to focus on your studies, because of your family income has become down drastically in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. We had not seen the comparable cost due to the pandemic in our lifetime. So far, COVID-19 has damaged it and damage that is caused. It is my address that does not aim to create the sense of despair in your mind and hearts. As an educationist, it is my burden, it is my duty to reassurance that you have the full faith in education. Education is one glue that binds all of us together. This is because of the education we can understand the meaning of the fraternity, brotherhood, and also harmony. Without these elevating elements of our progress down the centuries amounts to nothing. Let us create a world which is more understanding and tolerant. A world where equally is a reality and the gender justice is not only the practiced but also propagate with the flavor and zeal. This is an enlightened college where we can expect all sacred values of democratic principles and put into practice so that others can take the leaf out of your experience. If such practice extends and expands, it can embrace the whole world that spreads outside the academic world. The influence of truly educated person is understood only by realizing how much he has reached out the society. Therefore, don't be satisfied with either finding a job or obtaining a higher degree. Try to understand the society's dynamics and demands after the solutions to those problems and issues. To conclude, it is delight to recall how St. Philomena College has grown during last 75 years with humble beginning. I take this opportunity to remember with the gratitude the first bishop, the Reverend Dr. Rene Fuja, who has vacated this mission by making the rooms for the classes. Ever since this college has grown both quantitatively and qualitatively without sacrificing the time-honored traditions. That is why we have been able to achieve the wonderful goals in both academics, sports, and cultural fields. Achieving the autonomous status in 2011, you have been accredited and re-accredited by NAC with A grade. You have been the College of Excellence. There is a clear indicator that you are in the forefront in imparting the valuable knowledge to our young men and women who are going to be real torchbearers to the society. 37 departments are catering to the needs of the students belonging to the science, arts, commerce, and computer applications and business applications, administration, social work, hotel management, tourism, and languages. 14 PG courses with Science Research Center having definitely enhanced the prestige of the institution. The overwhelming presence of the students drawn from the various parts of India and abroad reassumes that about the pluralistic values they imbibe in the internalization of during the stochastic days in your esteemed college, which is a mini university to say. Dear graduates, my earnest plea is to advise you that on this auspicious occasion, is that rise to above the distinction of the colors, caste, and creed, language, and religion. Our ancient philosophers emphasize the importance of treating as the whole world is one family. Let us remember this always and strive to realize this expectation and pass on its significance to the next generation. I take this opportunity to thank the management of the St. Philomena Education Institution for having invited me and to deliver this address. I thank Reverend Bishop for gracing this occasion. I thank all the teaching and non-teaching staff of this college, and I once again wish for all young graduates a bright future. Thanking you all.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Chancellor, for your words of inspiration. I now request Most Reverend Dr. K.A. William, Bishop of Mysore, MDES Secretary and Rector, to felicitate our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor N. Hemant Kumar. Thank you, dignitaries. I request the graduates to rise for the administration of oath. To take an oath is like taking a road to one's growth. I now take the privilege to invite Reverend Father Vijay Kumar, Secretary, Mysore Diocese Educational Society, to administer the oath.
Dear students, stretch your right hand and place your left hand on your chest. On this convocation day, I do solemnly affirm that I will use my knowledge and skills for the advancement of human welfare and to participate in honest enterprise. I will act to the best of my ability to uphold justice and the legacy of my country and my alma mater. I will strive to create sustainable prosperity and perpetuate a world of peace and harmony. Congratulations, dear students.
Thank you, Father, for administering the oath. We are profoundly delighted to take this opportunity to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Padma Shri Dr. C.N. Manjunath, Director, Sri Jayadeva Institute of Cardiovascular Science and Research, Bangalore. Now, I call upon Mr. Nagaraj Aras, Associate Professor of Physics and Academic Coordinator, to introduce the chief guest.
Padma Shri, Dr. C.N. Manjunath, the renowned, celebrated, internationally acclaimed cardiologist, needs no introduction. Yet, it is customary to do the formalities. I, Professor Nagarajaras, consider this as my special privilege to introduce the chief guest for the day. I would like to give the gist of his accomplishments. Padma Shri, Dr. C.N. Manjunath is a senior cardiologist and the director of Sri Jayadeva Institute of Cardiovascular Sciences and Research, Bengaluru. Under his leadership, the institute has recorded 500% overall growth. He has introduced and is also practicing the treatment first, payment next concept. He has very exclusively implemented the concept that every needy patient should be given quality treatment irrespective of financial affordability. He has continued and even contributed much more to the society and also has brought many laurels to this country in the area of interventional cardiology since then. He has donated 2 acres of land for establishing primary health center in his native village, which is functioning. Former American President Barack Obama has applauded the institute's work under the guidance of Dr. C.N. Manjunath. Dr. C.N. Manjunath, the director, has innovated a new technique of performing balloon mitral valvoplasty in difficult cases. This is being called Manjunath's technique, and it is published in American Journal. His achievements are innumerable. Listing a few of them, he has conducted 200 angioplasties in just 5 days, that is free of cost, which is a world record. He has also successfully implemented high-quality cardiac care at an affordable cost across the state. He has published more than 250 journals at international and national level. The awards received. He has received Padma Shri Award in the year 2007. Millennium Plaque of Honor by Honorable Prime Minister of India at Indian Science Congress, Mysore in 2016. Man of the Year by Bangalore Press Club in the year 2016. Lifetime Achievement Award by Indian College of Cardiology in the year 2016. Dronacharya Award received on 30th June 2018 at New Delhi during 10th Asia Pacific Vascular Intervention course. He has received doctorate from Karnataka State Open University in the year 2011. Honorary Doctorate of Science from Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Bangalore on 31st March 2012. Honorary Doctorate, Mangala University from Mangalore, 2016. Honorary Doctorate of Science from Bangalore University, Bangalore on 22nd April 2019. The list goes on. He has very rich teaching experience after his post-graduation, teaching experience in medical profession, and an examiner in DM cardiology in the universities. Under his leadership, Sri Jayadeva Institute of Cardiovascular Sciences and Research, Bangalore, has been accorded NABH accreditation. This is the only public heart institution in the country to get this distinction. Ever since, Dr. C.N. Manjunath has taken over the charge of Director of Sri Jayadeva Institute of Cardiovascular Sciences and Research. He has brought in the revolution of metamorphosis, thereby providing high-quality cardiac care at an affordable caste. Let me throw little light on his philanthropic contributions and charity. He is the author and architect of Hridaya Sanjeevani scheme for the poor. Under this scheme, annually 7,500 below poverty line needy patients are treated with free of cost, which includes open heart surgeries, bypass surgeries, angioplasties, pacemaker implantations, which are done with free of cost. This scheme is a boon to the poor and needy heart patients. The scheme is running successfully for the last 7 years. He has brought a revolutionary change in the system and proved that government institution can function like any other corporate hospitals. All this remarkable and impeccable progress has taken place in the last 9 to 10 years under the dynamic leadership of Director Dr. C.N. Manjunath, Shri Jayadeva Institute of Cardiovascular Sciences and Research. Dear sir, it's indeed our pleasure to have you as the chief guest for our 7th convocation. I request you to kindly deliver the convocation address, sir. Over to you, sir. Please, sir.
Good afternoon. At the outset, I am very thankful to management of St. Philomena's College Autonomous for this invitation to be the guest and to deliver convocation address on the occasion of 7th Convocation Conference. In fact, I am very happy that you have invited me because Mysore is very close to my heart. Because I studied in Sharada Vilas College, my pre-university. My classmate Professor Krishna Gowda is here. Of course, he went on to become a Kannada literary giant. Then I went on to become a doctor and a cardiologist. Then I did my MBBS in Mysore Medical College. Then early part of my MD in Mysore Medical College. Then I moved to Bangalore. But my association with Mysore continues because we have established a world-class 400-bedded hospital at Mysore, which is functioning for last 10 years, and I've been frequently visiting Mysore. So this is the background. This is some of the things walking down the memory lane of city of Mysore. His Holiness President Reverend Dr. K. Williams, the Bishop, Diocese of Mysore, and Professor Hemant Kumar, the Vice Chancellor of University of Mysore, and all the dignitaries on the dais, and the faculties, the non-teaching staff, and most important VIPs of today is the graduating students and their parents. It's a matter of pride and honor to be the chief guest and to address on this auspicious occasion. At the outset, my hearty congratulations for all graduating students for the year 2022, and also I congratulate their parents on this occasion. Graduation is both a concept and also a process. Concept is, yes, you are all getting degrees. The process is learning continues. So we should never stop learning because life never stops teaching. So that is the fundamental aspect of getting a degree today. You are all receiving medals, awards, certificates, and degrees. During this period, you have gone through the journey of hardships, challenges, hard work, with both pleasant and some unpleasant memories. In fact, you have to thank your stars, you have to thank your parents, you have to thank your teachers for getting this level of quality, top-class education at this historic college of St. Philomena's. So you should carry home these pleasant memories. But unfortunately, in these days of digitalization, the pleasant memories are kept in the pen drive and bad memories are kept in your brain. So I think you have to carry your pleasant memories more in the brain rather than in your pen drive. It's very essential and imperative on the part of the teachers and university to produce quality products. It's not just enough one can get degrees, medals, ranks. Equally important that students, in addition to knowledge, they should cultivate good culture, wisdom, humanity, common sense, and good behavior. I think attitude and behavior adds glamour and flavor to your degrees. Many a time, what knowledge, what skills cannot solve, your attitude and behavior and mannerism can solve, and this will understand as you go up in your journey of life. And so degrees alone are not sufficient to become a good human being. The destiny and future of India is shaped in the college, so the future generation has to take both our state and India to a greater heights. Unfortunately, today many educated people are indulging in malpractices, crimes, hatredness, destructive measures, which is a matter of great concern. Our intelligence should be used for more constructive purposes. We are all born with the same brain. It all depends how we start using it, both academically and professionally, and also for the rest of the life. This is very, very important. Degrees without culture, degrees without wisdom, degrees without social commitment have no meaning. It's almost like a wastewater. So there's a difference between degree holders as well as educated. Not everybody who has got degree are, in my opinion, are educated. Some people may not be having degrees, but they may be having abundant knowledge. They are called educated. Collapse of education is collapse of the nation. Collapse of education system is the collapse of the nation. Unfortunately, today, I'm not generalizing that, maybe 10 to 20% of our colleges or our society today is producing what is called illiterate educateds and what is called highly skilled psychopaths, and unfortunately, some top class, what you call bad people. So I think this is where our education should be used for a constructive process and procedures. And for the growth of the nation, 5 E's are very important. 5 E's are very important. One is empathy, second is education, third is energy, fourth is environment, fifth is entrepreneurship. Yes, today you are all getting degrees, and some of them are getting postgraduate degrees, and still some of you might be taking some competitive examination or maybe looking for jobs. So definitely there is a growing unemployment problem. Yes, for some time you have to work hard to get those jobs, and maybe after some time, yes, to start with an employee, I wish all of you will become employer on one day. That is, should be your dream. You become an employer later course of the time. The digital technology and upgradation of social media has definitely revolutionized the dissemination of knowledge and thoughts. It's also true. It's a double-edged weapon. Today, you can be smart. You can be smart only without a smartphone. If you have a smartphone, then you are not smart. So be careful about social media, because social media today is creating a lot of havoc. Yes, it's a potential source of knowledge. You can acquire a lot of knowledge. You can disseminate a lot of knowledge. But again, today, a lot of social media is used for false information or false propaganda. So hero can be made as zero, zero can be made as hero. So, and see, earlier we were all looking on horoscope to understand before marriages. We, of course, that is even practice. We all always try to look at the horoscope. Today, your horoscope is your social media. Be careful whenever you are playing on the social media. Today we are talking about G's. 3G, 4G we are talking about. See, these G's were there even earlier. The first G was God. Second G was guide. third G was Guru, and fourth G is Google. So I think this is where always nature is ahead of technology. Nature is always ahead of technology. Education took us from thumb impression to technology. Education took us from thumb impression to technology. Today, technology has taken us back to thumb impression again. I think your attendance is on thumb impression, biometrics. You go to any offices. That is the reason I think you have to respect the nature and the laws of the nature. In this competitive world, every youth has a mindset that they should achieve too many things in a too short time. As a result, our younger generation are subjected to tremendous stress because trying to do so many things in a very short time without respecting the laws of a particular entity, they are unnecessarily getting into problem. 4 C's are extremely important for successful career. 4 C's. Number 1 is commitment, second is compassion, third is consistency, fourth is communication. I think keep these 4 C's in mind for a successful life. Life is always full of ups and downs. That you should always keep it in mind. That is the reason we have to respect the law of nature. As a cardiologist, I am telling, see, you have some rough knowledge about ECG, electrocardiogram. If you look at the ECG, there are graphs going up and down, up and down. That means that person is alive. Suppose if you are getting a flat line or a straight line, that means person is dead. So life is exactly like that. So don't be afraid of failure in life. Very important, particularly when you are taking competitive examination. Don't be afraid of failure. First, what is failure? Failure, in my opinion, is first attempt in learning. I'm not telling that every one of you, whenever you take a competitive examination, you should fail. And there is nothing, what is the definition of end? We call it as end. Efforts never die. I think keep this in mind, very important. One has to work hard for the same. Today's youth is in a hurry to achieve too many things in a too short time. That things that would have taken about 5 years to achieve some goal, if you try to achieve in 5 months, unnecessarily you are putting yourself under tremendous stress. For example, if you want to walk fast, walk alone, and if you want to walk far, walk together. I think you should have a tremendous patience. That's the reason all successful people will have 3 things in common. One is patience, second is silence, third is smiling. Patience makes you mentally strong, silence makes you emotionally strong. And smile, I think this is where today we are all under tremendous stress, whether rich or poor, or whether you are studying, or whether you are already employed. We are under a tremendous stress. And we have forgotten that you are human beings. We have a heart, we have a brain, we have a breathing machine in form of lungs. So we are living very mechanically. So we need to relax. As a result, the stress management is extremely important. What is smile? Smile is nothing but seeing miracle in every day. Smile. Smile is the best cosmetic. Smile is the best medicine. Smile is an universal language. Always in day-to-day life, whether you are a student, whether you are working in an office, keep some working smile with your colleagues. That reduces the stress. You just imagine somebody whom you don't like sits by your side, your heart rate increases, your blood pressure increases. Just smile at them. Smile is an universal language. Smile is a best antidepressant, and smile is also a best medicine. Fortunately, everything is free. Patience is free, silence is free, because patience solves problems, silence avoids problem, and smile cures the problem. Whatever you achieve in hard way, it will remain forever, so there is no escalator for success. It's all steps. We need to move forward step by step in a phased manner. This is where our younger generation are really faltering. First attempt, everything they have to done. Not just students I am talking about. Even the mindset of our younger generation of people, everything they want to achieve in a very short time. Whether it is a professional or whether a job seeker or whether it's a politician or whatever it is, they want to hit everything in the first shot itself. That may not happen. Anything comes easier will not last longer. Somewhere in everybody's life they face challenges and lot of problems. See, if there are no problems, then there cannot be a progress. There has to be some problems, but you have to patiently wait, invest in yourself, and that is the best appreciation strategy. These problems will not come to destroy you. Many times we face a lot of problems. They don't come to destroy you. They come to test your hidden potential. Then without your realization, then one day you feel that I have achieved so many things. So you just take an example of an egg. If egg is broken from inside, it gives a life. If it is broken from outside, yes, it kills the life. So your effort should come from within. Then probably you can achieve a lot of things. Self-confidence, self-belief, hard work are the real superpowers. If somebody asks you, what is the superpower you have? That is your self-confidence, self-belief, and hard work. Stress is nothing but the difference between expectations and performance. Always, yes, one has to have a goal. One has to have, see, eyes may be small, but your dream should be big. That's what we say. Eyes could be small, dreams could be big, but you have to keep your expectation within the practical limits, whether it is academic, shaping your career, or anything in life. It's a mix of both physical and emotional tension. With stress, your achievements will go down. And without stress, your performance will be at its best. So this is the importance of stress management. Who is genius? We are talking about people, yes, who have scored fantastic marks, whose scores are very high, and at the same time, they have got excellent placement. Definition of genius is 10% talent, 90% hard work. 10% talent, 90% genius. Coming back to today's modern problems, see, recently, because of Russian invasion of Ukraine, one of our state medical student, Mr. Naveen, was studying in Ukraine Medical College, passed away because of Russian missile attack. See, this throws open some basic questions, and it also calls for a nationwide debate. What should be your criteria for admissions to medical colleges? Today we have a common entrance examination. Of course, it may not be relevant today because you're all graduates, and I'm just opening up this topic for a national debate. In my opinion, yes, there has to be a national level entrance examination, I agree, what is called NEET. But taking NEET alone should not be the criteria, because those who are studying in semi-urban and rural area, they will not have the same amount of coaching what somebody else gets in bigger cities, tier A cities. So the best formula would be, in my opinion, you take 50% of PUC marks, another 50% you take it from NEET, combine both, then you decide the rank, because the PUC, second PUC marks are hard-earned marks studying 12 months. It's a highly structured program. In a cricketing language, if you want me to say, this PUC examination is like a 5-day test match, while your NEET examination is like a T20 match. So either you can score or may not score. So to have a balance, I think the country should start thinking, the authority should start thinking 50% marks, PUC marks should be given, taken into the consideration of ranking, and 50%. Probably that solves some of these problems. So your best motivation is yourself. Mirror is the best example. We always look for various heroes in every profession. Who are your heroes? I think, in my opinion, you just stand in front of the mirror and you just look at it. Who is your hero? Your hero is yourself. That's very, very important. In the process of achieving your goals, do not resort to shortcuts. In the journey of achieving the goal, there can be thorns, needles in your path, but you have to achieve this through hard work, follow ethics, and respect values of life. The whole objective of education is not just to get degrees or to earn money, but to also understand value of life. Should never ever compare yourself with others. You should compare you with yourself, then you have to move forward. What we have learnt in school and colleges is 50%. Another 50%, the life will teach you. The marks and academic excellence is not the only criteria for successful life. Even those with low scores, with commitment, hard work, dedication can be a great achiever. So marks with a positive mindset is the best combination. Marks without mindset has no meaning. Don't shy away from pen and paper. I think this I wanted to make. Today we are in an era of digitalization. We are in an era of computerization. So again, still pen and paper is relevant. Younger generation people should also practice the habit of reading from books, and we have to definitely update ourselves to the present digital technical information we get from internet and digital platform. See, many a time we have gone to the conference, there is a PowerPoint presentation and electricity goes off, lecture stops. So you should have something stored in your brain. Yes, definitely we need to update our knowledge. In fact, when I was studying MD medicine, I used to take classes for MBBS. Today I can't do that, but at that point of time I used to give 60 minutes lecture non-stop without looking into the piece of paper. So today, because of digital technology, computers, because of iPads or tabs, whatever it is, so we are forgetting handwriting. We are also forgetting spelling. Spell check, all of a sudden you go, you don't know the spelling. So still the pen and paper is extremely relevant. Read more from the books. I'm not telling you should be competitive. You should update along with your digital technology. You should be thorough in your computer knowledge. Fine, but you need to balance between the two. There are some researchers which has come from Japan and United States. Whenever you are writing using pen and paper, the brain activity increases in the hippocampus of the brain. They have done nuclear imaging scanning of the brain, and reading from the screen does not increase the brain activity. So that is one of the reasons I think still pen and paper is extremely relevant. There are 3 types of intelligence. One is intrinsic intelligence, second is emotional intelligence, third is artificial intelligence. See, today for everything we are talking about artificial intelligence. Machine learning, even ECG, for example, ECG also artificial intelligence can read. And you go and stand on an equipment, it will tell us whether what is his health score, what is his cardiac assessment, brain assessment. Just to, in a humorous note, see, there was an equipment kept in Spain to identify how many people are telling lies. So this machine was kept in Spain, and it detected 25 people lying in an hour. Then this machine was moved to United Kingdom in London. Then they started checking how many people are telling lies in 1 hour. 50 in 1 hour. Then interestingly, this machine was brought to India. They wanted to check how many people are lying in India. Do you know what happened? Is it 50, 100? No, the machine itself was stolen. So this machine itself was stolen. So we need to really strengthen your intrinsic intelligence. That is the one, that is because the brain is designed, the God has designed the brain for learning, for storing whatever we read. That's the reason EQ is more important than IQ. What is EQ? Emotional quotient is more important than intelligent quotient. Across all stages of life, these 5 I's are very important for studies. One is intelligence, second is integrity, third is innovation, fourth is integration, and fifth is involution. Keep these 5 I's is very important. There are 9 commandments for better career building for successful living. What are those 9 commandments? You always dream big, should have a commitment to achieve this goal. See, to get a very good dream, you should have a very good sleep. But to achieve that dream, unfortunately, you have to spend sleepless night. There is no shortcut for learning. Hard work is the key. Inculcate optimism in life. Never go for social economic comparison. Avoid overthinking and over-ambition. In fact, overthinking and over-ambition is the cause, is the mother source of your disappointment. Tolerate and appreciate growth of colleagues and others. Have social responsibility, give something back to society. Never forget parents, teachers, and motherland. Positive attitude, self-confidence are the key points for your future growth of your career. Have faith in yourself. Faith is a small word, but has supreme implication. Problem today is nobody has faith in their dream or belief. They have more doubts than their faith. There are 10 important one-word life lessons. With the permission of the chair, I might take another 5 or 10 minutes. Most selfish one-letter word, I avoid it. Most satisfying 2-letter word, we agree it. Most poisoning 3-letter word, ego, kill it. Most used 4-letter word, love, value it. Most pleasing 5-letter word, smile, keep it. Fastest spreading 6-letter word, this is the problem. Fastest spreading 6-letter word, gossip, ignore it. Then 7-letter word, success, achieve it. Avoidable 8-letter word, jealousy, distance it. Most powerful 9-letter word, knowledge, acquire it. Most essential 10-letter word, confidence, trust it. These are the 10 important one-word life lessons. And respect the old when you are young. Help the weak when you are strong. And confess the fault when you are wrong. Because one day you can be old, one day you can be weak, and one day you can be wrong. So these are all important formula for keeping your health intact. And otherwise, you will be having a lot of problems. All this will have a lot of implication on the health. Don't hesitate to talk about 4 things: old clothes, old friends, old parents, and simple living. I think I wanted to stress on this because talent cannot be mandated by the dress you wear. And of course, old parents, we have to respect them very much at all ages, at all levels. And at the same time, old friends, because friendship cannot be mandated by the status, and simplicity cannot be mandated, success cannot be mandated by simplicity. Success can be defined as see your goal, understand the obstacles, create a positive mental picture, clear your mind of self-doubt, stay in the track, simply be silent in anger. So life is a combination of hope and despair. Kindness makes you the most beautiful person in the world, no matter what you look like. Everyone should try to become an example by way of your knowledge, commitment, discipline, mannerisms, and good behavior. See, we cannot help everyone, but one can help everyone. See, this is very, very important. One cannot help everyone, but everyone can help someone. One of the major problems in the present generation on our society is lack of confidence, increase in mental stress among young people. Because of modern lifestyle, our younger generation, younger Indians, younger people are becoming more prone for lifestyle diseases. 50% of deaths in India is due to lifestyle diseases. The important players of lifestyle diseases are, number 1 is diabetes, second is high blood pressure, third is heart disease or a cardiovascular disease, fourth is your stroke, fifth is cancer, Sixth one is very, very important. Sixth lifestyle disease is screen addiction and loneliness. Nearly 15 to 20% of Indians are suffering from screen addiction as well as loneliness syndrome. And unfortunately, in India, 25% of heart attack which occurs today is below 40 years of age. We are seeing heart attack among potential bridegrooms. So we have done a study at Jaideva Institute between 2017 to 2019. 2,500 young heart attack patients were treated below 40 years. Youngest was 16, and we have seen 21-year-old medical student, 22-year-old engineering student, and 23-year-old, software engineers. So today, I think stress is playing an important role. That is the reason, and food habits have changed, food products have changed. So my appeal to all my young friends, always we should have a proper eating habits. You should have, because today eating habits have changed, the food products have changed. What is fast food? We are all fascinated towards fast food. Fast food is one which takes away your life very fast. Maybe burgers or maybe French fries, so many things. Eat more of vegetables, more of fruits, and good exercise is very important. Spare at least 45 minutes for your physical activity. Even the beautiful heart also says like that. You walk 1 hour for me, I will continue to beat for rest of your life. That's what the heart says. That's very important. And eat more fruits, vegetables with less of fat, sugar, salt. Because every mother wants their child to be chubby. That's okay. Maybe for first 5 years, if the child is chubby, is okay. But if chubbiness continues into teenage and adulthood, that is a problem. Today, nearly 15% of children or teenagers from the elite class have got a childhood obesity. Childhood obesity predisposes to high blood pressure, diabetes, as well as cardiovascular disease. And good friends are very important in everyone's life. Good friend is worth 100 books. Having good friends can save you from problems. Good friends are like an invisible heartbeat. Heartbeat is invisible, but it continuously supports your life. To keep your heart healthy, one has to follow 5-point formula. Lower is better. Keep these 5 things as low as possible. As low as possible, because otherwise the genetic equations in India have changed. Being an Indian today, you are at a risk for premature heart attack. Of course, various risk factors are there. Diabetes. In India, I think 1 in 6 are having diabetes, and 1 in 5 are having high blood pressure, and 1 in 12 are having heart disease. So India is a capital of heart attack. India is a capital of high blood pressure. India is a capital for what? Diabetes mellitus. And screen addiction. Because today all our youngsters are glued to your computers or televisions. Even ladies, for that matter, they are, of course, many of those homemakers or those who are, housewives are glued to the TV because of serials. Believe me, some of the serial never end in this generation. So this, and loneliness, what is this loneliness? Not that they are alone. Even if 10 people are sitting in a room or in a house or in a conference room, all 10 are not talking to each other because they are looking into the mobile phone. So that is the reason today we have what is called sitting disease. If you are sitting in one place for more than 5 hours, it is equivalent to smoking 5 cigarettes. So this is the contribution of this digital world. So keep 5 things as low as possible for a better health of the heart. Lower is better. Keep these 5 things as low as possible. 1 is blood pressure. 2nd is blood sugar. 3rd is blood cholesterol. 4th is body weight and waist circumference. 5th is overambition. Keep these 5 things. Nature is always ahead of technology. There are 5 to 6 best doctors in nature. not doctors need not be always in the hospital. There are nature also has created many doctors. Sunlight, diet, rest, exercise, self-confidence and smile. And last doctor is St. Philomena's College Autonomous. Because they have taken care of education, they have taken care of knowledge, and they have taken care of imparting high level of education to all the graduates. So in essence, St. Philomena's Autonomous is also a nature's doctor. I will conclude just by quoting Abraham Lincoln's words. Abraham Lincoln takes the 16th US president, takes his son to the school. He requests his teacher, you just teach my son on these following lines. It is in Kannada, I will tell you. ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ಇದು ನನ್ನೊಂದಿಗೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿಕೊಂಡ ಕನಸುಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ ಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವಷ್ಟೇ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನನ್ನ ಮಗನಿಗೆ ಅಂಕಗಳ ಹುಚ್ಚು ಹಿಡಿಸಬೇಡಿ. ಒಂದು ಉನ್ನತ ಹುದ್ದೆ ಹಿಡಿಯುವುದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನೀನು ಓದಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀಯಾ ಎಂದು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಬೇಡಿ. ಕೆಲಸ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇರಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾಗಿ, ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ, ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ, ನಿಷ್ಠೆಯಿಂದ ಮಾಡುವುದೇ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಉತ್ತಮ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳ ಹುಚ್ಚು ಹಿಡಿಯುವಂತೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ಶಾಲೆಯ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳಷ್ಟೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಿತಿ ಎಂಬ ಭ್ರಮೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿಸಬೇಡಿ. ಭಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡುಗುವ ಬದಲು ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ಶಿಸ್ತಿಗೆ ಹೊಂದಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಬದುಕು ಕಲಿಸಿ. ಕಷ್ಟ ಬಂದಾಗ ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗುವುದು, ಸುಖ ಬಂದಾಗ ಕುಣಿದಾಡುವುದರ ಬದಲು ಸಮಚಿತ್ತತೆಯಿಂದ ಇರುವುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ನೋವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಗುವುದನ್ನು ಕಲಿಸಿ. ಎಂದಿಗೂ ಜಾತಿಯ ಬೀಜ ಮೊಳೆಯದಂತೆ ನೋಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾದರೆ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳೆದು ಹೋಗೋದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಸುರಿಯುವ ಮಳೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೆನೆಯುವ ಚಿಟ್ಟೆಗಳ ಚಂದವನ್ನು ಆನಂದಿಸುವ, ಆರುವ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳ ಎಣಿಸುವ, ಸಾಲಾಗಿ ನಡೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುವ ಇರುವೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹಿಂಬಾಲಿಸುವ, ಬೀಜ ಮೊಳೆಯುವುದನ್ನು ಕಾಯುವ ಕುತೂಹಲ ತುಂಬಿ. ಗಿಡ ನೆಡಲು ಮತ್ತು ಪಣ ತೊಡುವ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಬರುವಂತೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ಬದುಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡಿ ಗೆಲ್ಲುವುದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾಗಿ ಸೋಲುವುದನ್ನು ಕಲಿಸಿ. ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಗಳಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕಿಂತ, ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ನೋವು ಮಾಡಿ ಪಡೆಯುವುದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕತೆಯಿಂದ ಸಾಧಿಸಲು ತಿಳಿಸಿ. ಜೀವನ ತುಂಬ ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿದೆ ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಪ್ರತಿ ಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲೂ ಖುಷಿದೆ ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ಅವನಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿಯಲಿ. ಹೆಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಗೌರವಿಸುವ, ದೀನ ದುರ್ಬಲರನ್ನು, ವಯೋವೃದ್ಧರನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಮರುಗುವ ಗುಣ ಕಲಿಸಿ. ಕಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ, ನೋವಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವವರ ಸಹಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಧಾವಿಸುವ ಛಲ ಬರುವಂತೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅಂಕಗಳು ಬಂದರೆ ಧೃತಿಗೆಡದೆ ಬದುಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿ ದುಡಿದು ಜೀವಿಸುವುದನ್ನು ಕಲಿಸಿ. ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್, ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಉನ್ನತ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಿಂತ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಮನುಷ್ಯರಾಗಿ ಬಾಳುವುದನ್ನು ಕಾಣಬಯಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಇಂಥ ಗುಣವನ್ನು ರೂಢಿಸಿದರೆ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಋಣಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್. So I conclude. So in fact it's a wonderful time for the last maybe 1 hour plus along with all of you. Yes, we have His Excellency and we have our University of Mysore Vice Chancellor. We have my good friend Professor Krishna Gowda. So I conclude, dedication is more important than designation. Sincerity is more important than seniority. Values are more important than valuables. Mindset is more important than the marks, and efforts are more important than the results. Have more real friends than Facebook friends. Have more real friends than Facebook friends. And there is no escalator for success, only steps. So keep climbing to achieve your goal. And yes, definitely the life is the best school. Nature is the best teacher. Problems are the best revisions. And success and definitely is the best result. So once again I thank every one of you for giving this opportunity to address on this occasion. Wishing all graduating students a great future, a purposeful life. Hope to see all of you as angels of progressive, productive and friendly India. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful convocation address. I'm sure your words are embedded in all of our heart. I now request His Excellency, the Bishop of Mysore, to honor our esteemed chief guest I kindly request all the other dignitaries to join him. Thank you, dignitaries. Conferment of degree ceremony is an academic festivity. Yes, the fruit of hard work and discipline will finally be reaped. It's the time to awe the efforts of our young talents. I now request Mr. R. Brito Dominic Ryan, Controller of Examinations, to carry on with the proceedings. Kindly note, the gold medalist and rank holders are requested to enter the dais from right side. After receiving the honor, you are requested to remain on the dais for a photograph and later exit from left side. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Dear students, your precious time has come. For the next 30 minutes, you can stop your screen addiction. I can see many using mobiles and still many talking through mobiles. So please get ready. The official ceremony is almost to start. May I seek the kind permission of His Excellency, Right Reverend Dr. K.A. William, the Bishop of Mysore Diocese and the President of Mysore Diocesan Educational Society, to present 399 students at the undergraduate level and 181 postgraduates to this convocation.
Yes, I permit.
I request all the postgraduates and graduates to arise and stand. Yes, Arya? Your Excellency, I am presenting these graduates for today's convocation.
Yes, kindly present them.
Just a word to the dear students. It's a way you're going to honor our beloved bishop. So once I say the official request to bow the bishop, and the moment I say yes, together all of you should bow. Okay? So now I'll make the official request. I request all the postgraduates and graduates to bow respectfully to His Excellency, the President of today's convocation. Yes. Thank you. I request all postgraduates and graduates to be seated. I start with the procedure. I'll go in this order of the gold medal winners, starting with the PG and then the UG program wise and UG course wise and UG language wise. Some students have got multiple medals, so along with their regular thing, I'll announce the names together. And few of the students have got Tambuchetti Merit Scholarship. Those things also will be announced with the regular gold medals. Now, the PG topper list. I'll start with MSc Physics. The gold medalist, Anjana Simon. By the virtue of the authority vested as a bishop, I request the bishop to honor the graduates and postgraduates who have won the gold medals. MSc Biochemistry, the gold medalist, Likita B. MA Holistic Spirituality, Daisy Mool Verghese. MA Journalism and Mass Communication, Vidya Shri. MA English, Martina Antokpa. MA Economics, Dawa Funsok is absent. Master of Social Work, Deepa B. I'll start with the UG overall topper. Bachelor of Arts, Nadia Rahman. She also gets a gold medal in course Criminology and Forensic Science, Psychology, and also the Merit Scholarship of Tambuchetti. Nadia Rahman. Bachelor of Science, Nadia Fatima. Also she gets for chemistry, physics, and Tambuchetti Merit Scholarship. Bachelor of Commerce, Sai Praneeth. Bachelor of Business Administration, Nimra Nabila. Also she gets Tambuchetti Scholarship. Social Work, Ashil Sebastian. Ashil also gets a gold medal for Malayalam. Tourism and Hospitality Management, BTHM, Darshan Gowda. BWalk Media Entertainment, Bhavana. BWalk HCT, Sania Sharif. Now the UG topper list course wise. Sociology, A.B. Heta. Then 4 gold medals. For Krutik K, it goes for economics, history, political science, and also the language part Hindi. Krutik K. Christianity, Albi Justin. Option in English, Steve Cresta. Mathematics, Sneha Isaac. Computer Science, Arokya Periyanayaki. Just adding to the list of BCA. BCA, Priyanka, gold medalist. Computer Science, Arokya Periyanayaki. Botany, Surya Chetna. Food Science and Nutrition, Diksha, on behalf of Diksha, her dad is getting. Then for 3 courses, Biochemistry, Biotechnology, and Microbiology, 3 gold medals goes to Sandy Catherine. Now the language-wise gold medalist. Alternate English, Jeswin Tom Binoy. Also he gets a gold medal for English. Jeswin Tom Binoy. Kannada, Margaret Rani. Tamil, Ashwini. And Urdu, Shelia Mohammed Abdul Hamid. For BA, Ms. Nidhi. For zoology, Nayana Nayaka. Thank you, my Lord.
Thank you, dignitaries and dear students. We have the list of few gold medal contributors. Mr. Vidyadhar Sanjay Nair, Vice Principal from the Department of Mathematics. Ms. Fatimunissa Begum, Department of Urdu, in memory of her parents, late Mr. Abdul Haq and Ms. Hifzunissa. Ms. Sujata Devi, Department of Economics, in the memory of her father, late Dr. B. Balachandra Rao. Mr. R. Brito Dominic Ryan, Controller of Examinations, to be given to the UG Chemistry topper in memory of his father, late Sri Mr. Rajendran. Ms. Cecilia D'Souza, Department of Zoology, in memory of her parents, late Mrs. and Mr. Mark D'Souza. As we proceed, the deans will call out the names of the graduates. I request the graduates to enter the dais from right side and exit from left. I call upon Ms. Shobana Thomas, Dean of Science, to announce the names of graduates of Science stream.
Good afternoon. I'll be calling out the names of BSc, BCA and BVOC students. Please be ready. May I request Professor G. Hemant Kumar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Mysore, to give away the degree certificate to the BSc graduates. Bibi Hansa, Halina Anwar, Jacqueline J. Varsha S. Anira, R.V. Kokul, Sanjay S.S., Tamanna Afreen, Pooja S., Darshan H.N., Sweda K.V., Shivakumar, Darshan, Shiny, Vipin, Nitin, Zeba Khanum, Praveen S., Priyanka, Sania Firdaus, Vidyashri B.N., Sampat Raj, Prerna Iyer, Salsabila, Naina, Zainab Rida, Harshita, Amala C.B., Anis Fatima, Priscilla, Chetana S, Fatima Sitika, Victoria Nancy, Harika, Rifa Taskin, Rimsha Shareen, Roshni Divya Christina, Samiha Fatima, Soundarya K, Sufia Afreen, Surabhi TN, Sorupini Nelson, Tashaveni KM, Arjun S, Karthik N, Kishore Bhatt, Prajwal MS, R. Rakesh, Rakesh Kumar BR, Sachin RS, Shalini R, Lokesh AC, D. Sweta, Fatimat Saida Anwar, Jasna Joseph, Joanna K. Manuel, Pooja TP, Rosemary, Sushmanjali, Mohammad Shakir, Sonu Aras, Sumukha Casey, Judy Nichelle, Mariam Salim, Suhaima Sultana, Bibi Kuteja, Nivedita C, Ajita Beslika, Anusha T, Ashifa KH, Chaya Devi, Divya Jyoti, Hema S, Hifsa Firdos, Supriya M, Maria Sangeeta, Misbah K, Namrata KH, Nasma Amina KS, Niveda NM, Peddamadi Bhavana, Sania Sheikh, Shiba Anjum, Soundarya M, Sushma A, Sushmita M, Saida Afreen, Saida Tasneem, Tanzim K, Vanaja D, Vinaya Edwin, Hanok A, Isaac Puneet Kumar, Imran Khan, Kashif Ahmad Sharif, Lali Vishnu, Nihal Pasha, Roshan Roy D'Souza, Srikantesh KH, Srinidhi Yadav S, Stephen Danny Leo Xavier, Syed Ismail, Syed Shabazz, Vinod P, Hemant Kumar, Rekshita HB, Neha Kumari, Meg Afsha, Rachna V. Sadia. Basil. Nikat Banu. Naseem Pasha. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, ma'am. I now invite Dr. Reena Francis, Dean of Commerce, to read out the names of graduates of Commerce stream. Kindly rise. Kindly rise as our Honorable Vice Chancellor is leaving the session.
I request the Commerce graduates, BCom, BBA and BTHM to receive their degree certificates. May I now request our Chief Guest, Padma Shri Dr. C.N. Manjunath, to present the degree certificates. Sir, please. A. Lydia Simran. Bhavana A. Pooja Y. Ryan. Alex David A. Alex David A. Amrish K. Amit Gowda SP. Anand Kumar. Arun JP. Franklin F. John Sagairaj S. Johnson R. Lazar Prashant. Lokesh N. Mallesh B. N. Manoj V. Melvin D. Almeida. Nikhil Ezekiel. Nikhil I. Pradeep Kumar M. Bill Clinton S. Abid Anthony S. Roger Benny B. Sandesh Mario S. Sharat S.S. Mohan Melvin Kumar S. Arvind Taj. Arshia Rufa Juka. Lubna Farahat. Muskan Ahmad. Noor Aisha. Noor Aisha. Noorin Zainba Muktasir. Sanmati Sumanata S. Sharmin Khadija. Sheikh Sabha. Said Fatima. Hadil Ahmad. Mohammad Fayaz Said. Syed Aisha Anjum A. Mohammad Maz Ahmad. Ibrahim Sharif. Alicia Maria Jos. Ume Sania. Muqtasid Ullah CM from the BBF department. Alvia. Aisha Tanim. Mahi Alam. Sufia. Ume Abhi. Mir Abid Rez. Mohammad Ume Farooq. Hiba Noreen from the BTHM department. Shahabuddin Khan. Ranjan SN. Priyanka R. Satyasai. Anil N. Chinmaya SB. Mohammad Saji Iqbal. Raghu Shrees. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I call upon Mr. Sadev Bose, Dean of Languages, to announce the names of graduates of Arts stream.
ಕಲಾ ಪದವಿಯ ಪದವಿ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಪತ್ರವನ್ನು ನೀಡುವ ಸಮಯ. ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಎದ್ದು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಮೈಸೂರು ಧರ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಂತದ ಅತಿಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಗುರುಗಳಾದ ವಂದನೀಯ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಸಿ ರಾಯಪ್ಪ ಅವರನ್ನು ಈ ಪದವಿ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಪತ್ರವನ್ನು ನೀಡುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಗೌರವಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಚಲರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋಪಿಕಾ ಮೋಹನ್ Sunidhi R, Gautam Ramesh, Nakul Bhimaya CD, Akash Maniyar, Jom George, Mary Ashwini, Malavika Menon, Sai Priya, Irene M, Jansi Jebamali Mary, Priya Y, Rahul Jaswi, Sharad Kumar, Sebasti Kaliselvi, Amina Sheikh Mohammad Fazlullah, Sandra Maria Banu, Sobin Matthew, Neha Fatima, Richard Francis. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಫಾದರ್.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Dr. Noor Mubashir CA, Dean of PG Studies and Research Center, to call out the names of postgraduates.
Good afternoon. May I request Reverend Father Vijay Kumar, Secretary, MDS, Mysore, to give away the certificate for postgraduates. RTS, BR Punit, Kritika BV, Madhusudan S, Midula Matthew, Prakriti N, Rakshit R, Vidya T, Alice Simran, Arvind Mohammadi, Asha P. Ars, Banumati B, Jarin George, Kalpana Pavitra, Madhushankar SN, Matok, Misbah Fatima, Naurin KP, Pavan Kumar MR, Reshma KS, Sabha IS, Sangya Soma, Suprita K, Tanushri P, Tirtha S, Ashwini S,
Deepti P, Rajat S. Rao, Sachin Singh, Rukia Begum, Sarita B.S., Serin Dandop, Saida Ashia Fatima, Journalism, Ganesh B.M., Harshavardhana R.M., Marina Sebastian, Rachana, Ranjana P.S., Sri Hari R. Kalakeri, Vimala M., Dinesh Kumar P., Economics, Prithvi T., MSc Physics, Albina Ruth J., Alain Immaculate, Arpita Pinto, Atira K., Atira V., Gagan M., Geeta B., Geeta R., Jane George, Likha Fatima, Midula Jacob, Misbah Kanum, Prithviraj SM, Rachana G. Shekhar, Ramya P., Shalini C.T., Shalini S.J., Sharon Shaji, Rashida K., Kavana V., MSc Computer Science, Harshita N., Shweta Bai M., Tina H.S., Agatya S.V., Amina Firdos, Blessy Jose, Priyanka M., Ria Sakria, Sadhvi L.C., Sahana Jane K.L., Yogita R., A. Gin Kushalappa, Sangin Kushalappa, Harshana P.K., Jumna Hussain,
Maliha, Rania, Holistic Spirituality, Mary VP, Sheila Mary C. Thank you, Father.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I invite Mr. Nagarajaras, Academic Coordinator, to announce the names of the graduates and postgraduates.
May I request Rector Manager, Reverend Father Bernard Prakash Barnes, to issue the certificates. Please, Father. Jagatjyoti, Priyadarshini, Sonia George, Maria Remili, Mary Vinisha, Pooja, Bhaskar, Rahul John Mortis, Supriya, Ishana, Muzaina KM, Sandra Murali, Jasmine Jose, Akshay Kumar, Martina Hinks, Meghana, Shamini, Annette Dimple, Stefano Jose, Giridarshan, Rohini V, Saliha Anjum, Rubina Sharif, Vindhya T. Sharma, Arshia Nuren, Niha Nazmi MR, Arshia Nuren, on the behalf of her parents are receiving their degree certificate. Dion Stefan, Sahanayam, Sahana, thank you, Father.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Controller of Examinations to continue with the proceedings.
And for the final word, I request all the postgraduates and graduates to arise and stand. The last word. Please. hurry up, please. I request my Lord, the Bishop of Mysore, to give his final word.
By the virtue of the authority vested as the chairman, Mysore Diocesan Educational Society, I admit all the degree holders and token thereof, they have been presented with these degrees.
Thank you, my Lord. Thank you, dear students. You can be seated.
Thank you, Your Excellency, and thank you, sir. I now request Your Excellency, Most Reverend Dr. K. William, Chairman of Mysore Diocesan Educational Society, for your presidential address.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. All the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, all the students, the principal, the staff, and the guests, the parents of the students. I'll be very brief in my address. It's already getting late. At the outset, I congratulate all the students who have been honored with the UG degree, PG degree for your excellent performance in the academics. Congratulations. God bless you. A word of appreciation to Rector Father Bernard and his team of priests, the principal and his team, the teaching and non-teaching, the director of PG and the teaching, non-teaching. All of you have done your best. Your commitment is seen here this afternoon. All the students passing through this institution with joy and happiness, receiving their honors. So congratulations all the team, fathers, the staff, and God's blessings. Well, both the guests have left the dais because of their other commitment. I was wanting to tell in their presence something nice. Today, we are all called to be with head and heart. Both are equal. And Professor Hemant is a man of head, intelligence, academics, a learned, wise man, presented hundreds of papers, contributed in his field to the academics. The other side next to me was a man of heart, not just a cardiologist. The way he presented, practically speaking on life situations, which is more required of. Now we know why he was awarded Padma Shri. He is a man who spoke from his heart. Normally for convocation address, it will be more of academics, more of what you call their interest in their profession, etc. But he was so practical and simple, approaching you, presenting to you what is life and how one should be for tomorrow. In continuation to his topic, I just want to tell you one thing. Other day, here for the nursing college convocation, I said this small little incident. When I said this incident, they said you should have better told in Kannada, they said. A ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಹುಡುಗ. ತಂದೆ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಏನಾಯಿತು ಮಗನ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಕೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಮಗನೇ ಏನಾಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ರಿಸಲ್ಟು? ವಿತ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್, ಡ್ಯಾಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಮಗ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟ. ದೆನ್ ಈ ಸೆಡ್, ನೋ, ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಯೋರ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ದ, ಡ್ಯಾಡಿ ಈ ಮೂಲೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ವೊಕೇಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಮಗ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟ. ದೆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಗ್ರಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಿನ್ನ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಯಿತು ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ? ದೆನ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಈ ಸೆಡ್, ಯು ನೋ ಅವರ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಮಗಳೇ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಲು. Then he gets angry and he says, I am interested in your result, man. Doctor ಮಗ ಫೇಲ್ ಆದ, ಅಡ್ವೊಕೇಟ್ ಮಗ ಫೇಲ್ ಆದ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಮಗಳು ಫೇಲ್ ಆದಲು, ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ. ಇವನಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೋಪ ಬಂತು. ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹೇಳ್ದ, ನೀವೇನು ಆಲ್ಬರ್ಟ್ ಐನ್ಸ್ಟೈನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಗ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ? Now our professor, or rather doctor, was speaking about life situation. One of the dangers perhaps we have in our own selves, ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ತುಂಬ ನಾವು. ಅವನಂಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಇವಳಂಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರಂಗೆ ನಡಿಬೇಕು, ಇವ್ರಂಗೆ ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರಂಗೆ ಕೂದಲಿರಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಇಮಿಟೇಟ್, ವಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಕಂಪೇರ್. I'll tell you, comparison is sin. Comparison is sin. Each of you are unique. You're special. Each of you are gifted with specialities. Adanna we have to first discover in ourselves. ಅವ್ರಿವ್ರನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಹೇಳೋದು, ಇರೋದು, ಬಾಳೋದು, ಬೆಳೆಯೋದಲ್ಲ. God has gifted each one of us unique features, beautiful things. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥವುಗಳನ್ನ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಯು, ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗ್ರೋ ವೆಲ್. ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ವಾನೋ ಅದು ಮಗು. ಕನ್ನಡ ಕಲಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅವಳಿಗೆ. ಅವರಮ್ಮ ಗರಗಸ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಗು ಗಸಗಸನೇ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್, ಆರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕು, ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕು, ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಪರ್ಬ್. ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನು ಒಂದು 5-6 ವರ್ಷ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಡೂ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ಮನೇಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಗೆಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹೋದರೆ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಗಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್. ನಾವು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಅವ್ರು ಕನ್ನಡ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ನನ್ನ ಮಗು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಅಂದರೆ ಈಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್, ಈಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ಆರ್ ಯೂನಿಕ್. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪೇರಿಂಗ್, ಫೈಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಯು, ಫೈಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಗಾಡ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಯು, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು, you will pursue and you will grow and you will have better future. I think that is what you should try. I don't want to advise more. Sufficiently our doctor has spoken. All that I will remind you is, as I began, we are called to be people of head and heart. And our education, our life experience, our academics, as we grow by age, our journey should start from the head level to the heart level. ಇದು ಮರಿಬೇಡಿ. ಬರೀ ಹೆಡ್ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ಸು, ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ಸು, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮೆಡಲ್ಗಳಿದ್ದರೆ ಸಾಲದು. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅವರ್ ಜರ್ನಿ ಶುಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಹೆಡ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಟು ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್. ಈ ತಲೆಗೂ ಈ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ಗೂ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆನೇ ಅಲ್ವೇ? ಬಟ್ ದ ಜರ್ನಿ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್. You started here perhaps in St. Philo's with your first PUC, or with your first year degree, or with your first year PG. It has taken 3 years. It has taken 2 years. And now, you have to check yourself whether you have journeyed from your head level to heart level. Andre, heart is flesh. Heart is not rock. Andmele, nama education, nama life experience, nama growth in this academics should help us to be more practical with love, affection, forgiveness, compassion, all these values. Ee values idre matra our academics, the head level, will be tangible to others. Others will feel what the worth of us. Adudrinda, please keep in mind whatever is shared here from this dais. Start journeying from your head level to your heart level. Never compare yourself with other. See what is best in you. Try to grow from there. And you will be unique in our world, in our society. God bless you. Take care. And I have been given a task now. I have been given a task by the management. You know, college, St. Philomena's College, have wonderful staff. We have wonderful people who are taking care of different subjects. And we have also staff who are taking care into the administration of the college. And when it comes to the administration of St. Philo's Degree College especially, principal plays a vital role. The principal plays a vital role. Last year, Mr. Alphonse D'Souza took up this mantle, this responsibility, and he started well, and he's a very nice person. We all know that. He's very soft-spoken and very committed and man of prayer. Man of prayer. He does everything with the help of God's intervention. Now, for his personal reasons, he has declined to continue to be part of the administration as a principal. And after interaction with him, we do respect, the management respects his decision. However, he will be part of our staff, the department, in being very great support to us. At this juncture, on behalf of the management, the governing council of Mysore Diocesan Education Society, the rector, all the fathers, the principals, the vice principal and the staff, the non-teaching, the students and all associated to this college, I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Alphonse for his yeoman service as a professor, associate professor, as a principal for past 1 year. And we give a handful of applause for what he was. Now we have to find who is going to succeed him. Someone to take up the mantle. And I am honored to announce the new in-charge principal of St. Philomena's Degree College Autonomous will be Mr. Ravi Saldana. Welcome. we congratulate and thank Professor Ravi Saldana for taking up this responsibility in a college. We all know for nearly 3 decades he's been serving in our institution, and we are happy that he takes up this responsibility. The management has great trust in him, and we wish him all the best. And I request all the staff, teaching, non-teaching, to be with him, to cooperate and be part of the administration. Congratulations, Professor. God bless you. Thank you. And to wind up, this year is the 75th year of this college, the Platinum year. This college has its own legacy. This college has its own history. You know, the main block of St. Philomena's College here, the old building, was the first bishop's house for the diocese. Bishop Rene Fuga, when he was appointed the Bishop of Mysore in 1940s, it was the bishop's house, not the college. But then, for the sake of higher education, for the sake to give better education, he vacated his residence to another place. He offered, he sacrificed, he just gave his own residence and the campus for the cause of education. A great sacrifice that today has made and is making today what St. Philomena's College is. And we are very happy that you who have received the degrees, the honors. I'll tell you, on the 75th year, you are the souvenirs for the Platinum Jubilee. God bless you. Take care.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for the words of wisdom. Thanks express extreme gratitude, humility, and understanding. I now call upon Ms. Juhi Singh, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, to propose the vote of thanks.
Namaste and a very good afternoon. His Excellency Most Reverend Dr. K.A. William, Bishop of Mysore, Diocese, Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor G. Hemant Kumar, University of Mysore, Chief Guest for today, Padma Shri Dr. C.N. Manjunath, Director, Shri Jayadeva Institute of Cardiovascular Sciences and Research, Bangalore, dignitaries on and off the dais, faculties and dear students. I'm delighted to present the vote of thanks on this nostalgic Platinum Jubilee celebration phase. Today's convocation is a milestone and stands testimony to the grand history of St. Philomena's College. Support, strength, and encouragement is synonymous with His Excellency Most Reverend Dr. K.A. William, Bishop of Mysore Diocese. My deepest regards and thank you for gracing our convocation. I request Reverend Father Bernard Prakash Barnes to give a token of appreciation. I extend my heartfelt thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor G. Hemant Kumar, University of Mysore, for the concern and the vision he has for the students. Much obliged by your participation at a convocation today, sir. Padma Shri Dr. C.N. Manjunath, sir, your credibility and services is an inspiration to all generations. Thank you for making this convocation that much more special by your esteemed presence and inspiring words. I warmly extend my gratitude and many thanks to Monsignor C. Rayappa, Vicar General, MDES. I request Reverend Father Vijay Kumar to give a token of appreciation. I also warmly extend my gratitude and many thanks to Reverend Father Vijay Kumar, Secretary, MDES. I request Reverend Father Bernard Prakash Barnes to give the token of appreciation. Thank you, Fathers. You have been fervent in driving the Mysore Diocese Education Society to great heights, and your support means the world. Thank you. An enormous thanks to a wise and able management team of St. Philomena's College, headed by a young and inspiring Reverend Father Dr. Bernard Prakash Barnes, Rector of St. Philomena's Educational Institutions. I request Reverend Father Vijay Kumar to give a token of appreciation. Many thanks are in order for Principal Dr. Alphonsus de Souza, Mr. Obed Pinto, PG Director, Mr. R. Brito Dominic Ryan, Controller of Examination. Sir, grateful for all your efforts in steering and accomplishing the vision set before us. I extend a warm thanks to our support management team, the backbone of St. Philomena's College. Most honored to have you today, Reverend Father Maria Xavier, Vice Rector, Reverend Father John Paul, Campus Administrator, and Reverend Father Julian Vincent, Assistant to Rector of St. Philomena's College. Today's convocation was a possibility due to the dynamic deans of various streams, whose support to their respective department has been manifolds. A very deserving appreciation and thanks to Mrs. Shobana Thomas, Dean of Sciences, Mr. Sade Bose, Dean of Languages, Dr. Reena Francis, Dean of Commerce and Management, and Dr. Noor Mubashir, Dean representing post-graduation. Much appreciated contribution towards the success of the institution and today's convocation. I sincerely applaud Mr. Vidyadhar Sanjay Nair, Vice Principal and Convener of the Convocation Organizing Committee, Mr. Nagraj Aras, Academic Section Coordinator, and Mr. Ronald Prakash Coutinho, IQAC Coordinator. Former Principal Professor Krishna Gowda of St. Philomena's College and Ms. Shruti Ranjana, Public Relations Officers, were very helpful in getting us connected and ensuring the presence of the chief guest for today's convocation, Padma Shri Dr. C.N. Manjunath. Appreciate your efforts and thank you. A special mention and credit to all the convocation organizing committee members, Sister Vimal Angelin, Assistant Convener, and Dr. Deepa V, Coordinator, who have been working tirelessly for the last 2 months. Through your words and actions, you determine the citizens of today and tomorrow. I bow down to you all, and words are not enough to thank you, my dear teaching fraternity. You are the ray of hope and the light guiding the world. I am beyond grateful for your continuous support. Mighty thanks to you all. Many thanks to all the Reverend Fathers and Sisters, old students, Association Executive Committee members, retired staff members of St. Philomena's College, former Principal Dr. Ruth Shantakumari, the press correspondents from various media houses for witnessing our 7th convocation. Special thanks to all the proud parents and family members witnessing the children graduate today. Much obliged and thanks to the Naval NCC unit cadets of St. Philomena's College for the Guard of Honor. Leading was Cadet Rufus D, coordinated by NCC officer Mr. Eliezer Vishwas of Physics Department and supported by the Grand Bharat Brass Band. Facilitating workable and clean environment to us are the non-teaching staff. I warmly thank our office, technical and housekeeping staff. A most deserving and cheerful thanks to the star students of our convocation today. Our beautiful children are all grown up to be wise ladies and gentlemen of our society. Counting on you guys to take the world forward with love and compassion for all mankind in whatever work you choose to do. Much appreciated, and thank you Mrs. Lydia Vandana and Mr. Sandesh D'Souza for the wonderful comparing. Thank you Mr. Santosh, Mother's Caterers, for facilitating today's lunch. Have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations to all the graduates. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words of gratitude. I now invite Reverend Dr. Bernard Prakash Barnis, Rector, St. Philomena's Educational Institutions, to request His Excellency, Most Reverend Dr. K.A. William, Chairman of Mysore Diocesan Educational Society, to dissolve the convocation ceremony.
His Excellency, Most Reverend Dr. K. William, I request you to dissolve this convocation.
I dissolve this convocation.
Thank you, Your Excellency and dear Father. I now request this elite gathering to kindly rise for the national anthem. Kindly remain standing till the academic procession of the dignitaries leave the hall. Kindly remain standing till the academic procession of the dignitaries leave the hall.